A divine mystery: can mortals truly see God? This question has intrigued humanity for millennia, sparking countless debates and reflections. The Bible narrates tales of humans encountering God. These stories, passed down through generations, offer glimpses into moments where the divine and the mortal intersect. But can our mortal senses truly perceive the divine? Or are these encounters beyond our ordinary understanding, requiring a deeper spiritual insight? This question lies at the heart of the story of Abraham and his extraordinary guests. Abraham's experience is one of the most profound and mysterious accounts in the scriptures. How could Abraham, a man like any other, sit and dine with God? What made him capable of such an extraordinary encounter? This encounter, described in Genesis chapter 18, verses 1 through 5, presents a compelling mystery. It challenges our understanding of the boundaries between the human and the divine. The very notion of a human interacting with God raises profound questions about the nature of the divine and our capacity to perceive it. Are such experiences reserved for a select few, or are they accessible to all who seek with a pure heart? Can God manifest in a physical form comprehensible to human senses? Or is the divine presence something that transcends our physical reality, requiring a different kind of perception? Or did Abraham possess a unique spiritual sensitivity that allowed him to perceive God's presence in a way beyond ordinary human experience? Perhaps his faith and openness to the divine made him a vessel for such a profound encounter. These questions have resonated throughout history, inspiring theological debates and philosophical inquiries. Scholars and believers alike have pondered the nature of divine encounters and their implications for humanity. The story of Abraham's encounter with God invites us to explore the profound mystery of the divine and its intersection with the human realm. It encourages us to reflect on our own capacity to perceive and connect with the divine. Let us delve into the details of this remarkable encounter and explore its possible interpretations, seeking to uncover the deeper truths it holds. Seeking a deeper understanding of the relationship between humanity and the divine. Through this exploration, we may find insights that resonate with our own spiritual journeys and experiences. The story unfolds in the plains of Mamre, where Abraham resided. One day, as the sun beat down, Abraham saw three figures approaching his tent. He didn't recognize them at first, yet with unwavering hospitality, he rushed to greet them. Abraham offered them water to wash their feet, a common courtesy in that time and region. He invited them to rest under the shade of a tree. Recognizing their hunger, he prepared a lavish meal, including a tender calf. Abraham's generosity went beyond mere social custom. It was an act of sincere care and respect for strangers. He saw their needs and responded with compassion and selflessness. Little did he know that his actions were not directed toward ordinary travelers, but to celestial beings, one of whom was God himself. As they shared the meal, the true nature of one of the visitors was revealed. Abraham, known for his hospitality, had no idea that this meal would be unlike any other he had ever hosted. It was God, accompanied by two angels. This divine visitation was not just a casual encounter, but a momentous event that would change the course of history. The narrative doesn't elaborate on how this revelation occurred. Was it a sudden realization or a gradual unveiling of the divine presence? Did God announce his presence directly? Or was it through the actions and words of the visitors that Abraham came to understand who they truly were? Or did Abraham gradually perceive the divine nature of his guest through subtle cues? Perhaps it was a combination of both, a divine orchestration that led to this profound moment. Regardless of the method, the revelation transformed the encounter from an act of hospitality to a profound communion between God and man. This was no ordinary meal, it was a sacred meeting. God, in this instance, chose to reveal himself to Abraham, engaging in a dialogue that would have significant implications for Abraham's future and the destiny of his descendants. This conversation was not just about the present, but also about the promises and plans for the future. The story highlights the personal nature of God's relationship with humanity. It shows that God is not distant or detached, but deeply involved in the lives of individuals. God chooses to interact directly with individuals, revealing his plans and the purposes in ways that transcend ordinary human understanding. This encounter with Abraham is a testament to the intimate and personal nature of God's interactions with those he chooses to reveal himself to. Section 4. The significance of hospitality, a testament to faith. Abraham's hospitality wasn't merely a social grace, it was a manifestation of his faith. By welcoming strangers into his home, he demonstrated his trust in God's providence and his willingness to serve others unconditionally. In many religious traditions, hospitality is viewed as a sacred duty. It is an act of recognizing the divine spark within each individual, regardless of their background or social standing. By extending kindness and generosity to strangers, we reflect God's love and compassion. Abraham's story reminds us that faith is not merely a matter of belief, but also a way of life. It is expressed through our actions, our interactions with others, and our willingness to embrace the unexpected. Section 5. Bridging the divine-human divide. How was this encounter possible? The question remains, how could a mortal like Abraham interact with the divine? This is a mystery that has puzzled theologians and scholars for centuries. The Bible doesn't offer a scientific explanation, nor does it need to. It operates on a different plane, one that transcends empirical evidence and enters the realm of faith. The story operates on the level of faith and metaphor. It invites us to explore the deeper meanings and spiritual truths that lie beneath the surface. One interpretation is that God, being omnipotent, took on a human form comprehensible to Abraham. This idea is consistent with other biblical narratives, where God appears in a form that humans can understand. This aligns with other biblical accounts where God appears in human guise, for instance, in the story of Jacob wrestling with an angel, or Moses encountering the burning bush. Another possibility is that Abraham, through his unwavering faith, was granted a glimpse into the spiritual realm. His deep connection with God may have allowed him to perceive divine presence in a way that transcends normal human experience. Perhaps he perceived God's presence not with his physical eyes, but with the eyes of his heart. This spiritual vision could have been a profound inner experience. Ultimately, the how is less important than the why. The encounter serves to highlight the profound relationship between Abraham and God. The story emphasizes the depth of Abraham's faith and God's willingness to engage with humanity. It reminds us that faith can bridge the gap between the human and the divine, allowing for encounters that defy explanation. Section 6. The power of faith. Lessons from Abraham's encounter. The story of Abraham's dinner with God offers profound lessons for people of all faiths. It teaches us that faith can open doors to extraordinary experiences. Abraham's trust in God allowed him to perceive and interact with the divine in a way that transcends ordinary human limitations. Furthermore, the story highlights the importance of extending hospitality and kindness to everyone we encounter. Just as Abraham welcomed strangers into his home, we too should approach others with compassion and generosity, recognizing the inherent dignity in every human being. Finally, Abraham's encounter reminds us that the divine can manifest in unexpected ways. Sometimes the greatest revelations come not through grand pronouncements, but through simple acts of kindness and connection. Section 7. Conclusion: seeking the divine in our lives. While we may never sit down to a meal with God in the same way Abraham did, we can still cultivate a relationship with the divine in our own lives. Through prayer, meditation, acts of service, and a commitment to living ethically, we can open ourselves to experiencing the presence of the sacred in our everyday experiences. The story of Abraham's encounter with God is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the profound mystery that lies at the heart of the human experience.